What if everything you've ever done on your phone, your laptop, your apps, your browser, every tap, search, purchase, playlist, photo, GPS ping, sleep cycle, step count, note, and document, wasn't just history, but the foundation of your smartest personal assistant? That's what I set out to build. Because right now, you're sitting on a goldmine of personal data, years of habits, decisions, preferences, and patterns, all locked inside app silos doing nothing. But what if you could unlock that data and turn it into a real-time AI helper that actually understands you better than any calendar, to-do list, or productivity tool ever could? I spent 30 days building my own memory-based AI using nothing but my existing data, and what I discovered changed the way I think about time, identity, and what personal AI can truly mean. So let's break it down. First, the raw materials. I exported everything. Google Takeout gave me my entire search, YouTube, Gmail, Maps, and Drive history. Apple let me pull my iCloud notes, reminders, photos, and Safari sessions. My smartwatch gave me fitness, sleep, and heart rate data. I downloaded years of journal entries, video scripts, spending reports, browser extensions, and even screen recordings. I didn't realize how much data I had. It was me, spread across 1,000 apps. Then came the engine. ChatGPT with memory enabled, plus an open-source AI layer running locally to keep things secure. I fed it structured JSON from my exported data and taught it how to read and categorize key moments, deadlines, achievements, recurring stress patterns, time-wasting habits, learning breakthroughs, even personal conversations. It began tagging memories by topic, emotion, productivity level, and location. I now had something wild, a searchable, intelligent timeline of my life. But I didn't just want a database. I wanted a helper. So I trained the AI to become my second brain. I asked it, based on my last 30 days, when am I most productive? It answered, your deep focus hours occur most reliably between 8:30 a.m. and 11 a.m. after 7 hours of sleep, especially on days when your first task involves writing or strategy. I asked, what do I keep forgetting? It replied, you've missed 5 scheduled follow-ups in the last 2 weeks. You tend to avoid financial admin after 4 p.m. Suddenly, it wasn't just spitting facts. It was giving insights. It could tell me which types of tasks I delay, which people drain me, which projects I abandon, and which ones give me energy. I wasn't guessing anymore. I was using a mirror powered by data to shape how I lived. I took it further. I trained the model to do real-time nudges. If it saw my screen time spike past 90 minutes without movement, it would ping me. You usually feel mentally foggy after long screen sessions. Consider a reset walk. It tracked my sleep and adjusted my calendar. It flagged emotional patterns from journal entries and suggested I take breaks before burnout hit. One day, it caught a dangerous loop. I had been pushing late nights, skipping meals, and working deep into fatigue. The AI summarized it perfectly. You've increased your creative output this week, but at the cost of recovery. Based on past trends, this leads to a 2-day productivity crash within 48 hours. It wasn't an app telling me to stretch. It was me, reflected back with intelligence and memory. But here's where it really changed: decision-making. When I had to choose between 2 collaborations, I asked my AI, which of these project types has historically brought me the most fulfillment, not just views. It analyzed past scripts, feedback loops, engagement, and even tone in my reflections, and told me, projects where you explore future tech and real-world impact drive longer engagement and post-creation satisfaction. That aligns with option B. I chose B. It was right, this wasn't productivity anymore. This was personal guidance, built from my own lived data. And it was smarter every week. Then I layered in automation. If I missed journaling, the AI would auto-summarize my day from location data, photos, notes, and emails. If I started a new project, it would fetch related tasks I forgot to log, documents I'd used in the past, and similar challenges I'd already solved. It remembered things I had forgotten. It reminded me that I wrote a great opening hook for a similar script 9 months ago and pasted it back into my draft. It knew I performed better after gym sessions and suggested moving tough meetings afterward. The AI had become a living version of my memory, but sharper, faster, and more helpful. And yes, I gave it a voice. Using voice cloning tools, I let the AI talk back to me, in my own tone. It would say, hey, based on your past week, today might be a low output day. Want me to adjust your schedule to focus on admin instead of creative? This wasn't robotic. But with great power comes massive risk. So let's talk privacy. When you build an AI around your data, you have to own the system. I didn't upload anything sensitive to the cloud. I ran local models. I encrypted files. I controlled every permission. Why? Because if someone else accesses your AI memory, they don't just know what you do. They know who you are, your values, your weaknesses, your motivations. This kind of assistant should be locked tighter than your bank account. But if you build it right, it can change your life. You stop wasting time deciding what to do. You stop forgetting what matters. You stop falling into the same loops. Instead, you get guidance rooted in your reality, not some generic system, but a U-shaped AI. So what can it actually do for you? It can help you learn faster, heal faster, work smarter, make decisions with clarity, build habits that stick. And it can gently remind you of the person you're trying to become, using your past as proof that you're already on the way. This is the next evolution of personal technology, not an AI for everyone, but one built entirely around you. Your memory, your rhythms, your identity, and it's already possible. You just have to connect the dots, pull your data, train your model, build your prompts, protect your privacy, and start feeding your AI not just tasks, but context. Because your history isn't junk, it's the operating system of your future self. So ask yourself, what if your phone, your calendar, your notes, your wearables weren't just tools, but teammates? What if your data wasn't passive, but powerful? What if every moment you've lived online was just the beginning of the smartest assistant you'll ever meet? That future's not far, you can build it right now. So go, turn your data into your digital ally. And take back control of your life, one smart reminder at a time. Smash the like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more tech challenges, future experiments, and real talk from TechWave 65.